Okay, main mission, chapter 4. So it's like the story is still going, kind of. It looks like it isn't just like you're in endgame. Like the endgame has its own high rank environments have been unlocked. These are ever-changing environments where seasons and monsters will shift over time. You can now gain hunter rank points. Oh, this is your level, your HR. Your HR, like right now we're HR 9, I do believe. HR shoving stuff by completing quests and requests. Once you gain enough HRP, your hunter's rank will increase. Raise your HR and continue investigating the Forbidden Lands through the new objectives that have been unlocked. Bonus rewards from field surveys conducted in high-rank environments are now available. Especially valuable rewards can be obtained from different monsters with higher star ratings. So is that the star above their head? That would be a 3-star? That doesn't look like a star. It looks like a diamond. I feel like they didn't show the star on there. Use the map or binoculars to check the bonus rewards can be what bonus rewards can be obtained from a monster when that's what the binoculars are for then. Then start a field survey by dealing damage or selecting the monster on the map. Ishi, what up, buddy? How are you? The hunter rank will continue or will limit what monsters you can target in the field surveys. Raise your HR by completing requests and hunting monsters. HR 12. Wow, what a massive jump. 8 to 12, just like that. Kenya wants to talk. Gemma wants to talk. They always want it. That's all these girls want to do is talk. I'm trying to get laid out here. All they want to do is chat. All right, Nata, what do you got? A pack containing the... Okay, it's gone. Something came up on my screen. I got literally a half a second to talk with it. I'm not going to read any of this shit that they're going to say. If you can't voice it over, it's not important. Talk to Nata to trade items and receive materials without having to travel to various regions to collect them. Oh.
Yes.
Oh. Item trade.
Would you like to trade something?
Kalama, Ren, Seka. Kalama. Oh, these are the vendors. Like we've seen this in a couple of places. Okay. So we can get raw meat by trading fulgurite shards. That doesn't seem great. Ren. Fossilized opal gets me nullberry. Like these are pretty easy to go and get. I don't see the point why I wouldn't just go get them. Harambe molting. Ishi says, doing good. I'm on the last mission of high rank right now. Are you? So how many missions are there? Festival shares.
Share from the Fire Spring Festival.
The Fire Spring Festival? The fuck was... Oh, that's the festival that took place at that one area. Take all, I guess.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Talk to you later. Bye, I guess. So we got to make sure. Do we have meat on our... Nope. Do we have meat on this? I thought we put meat on this. Apparently we didn't. Okay, so then we need raw meat, or I mean, well done steak, right? That's what it is. Isn't that's the meat that you cook becomes well done steak. So we need that in the list of shit. All right, so that's now. We should save that too. And then register loadout saves it. So now we got meat in there. So if we ever do get low on food there. What is our food buff at right now? Grill meal. We got 5 minutes. We just might as well just craft one up right now. Let's just do this. Just cook with rations. I don't care about the buff. +4 defense. Nice. I've never gotten shards for my raw meat, says Boogie. Well, did you ask? I mean, or you just expect them to get offered? I mean, it's got to be agreed upon beforehand.
Oh, Hunter, got a minute?
I do. I have exactly a bunch of minutes.
So, with Xochitl gone and the whole ecosystem going crazy now, monsters are getting tougher.
Mm-hmm.
Good news for us, that means we're getting in higher quality materials, so let's put them to use.
Interesting.
You're certainly fired up.
Oh, you're all excited.
Like a forge at full throttle. Anyway, I've got something I want to try out. Thing is, I'm short on the materials I need. You mind helping me out?
Yeah, what you got?
Happy to. I'll
need?
report back once I've got them.
What's the materials?
Thanks. No hurry. Just let me know whenever.
All right, what you need?
Let's
though?
report back once we're done.
Well, I need you to let me know what I need. So that, okay, you can now forge forge/upgrade high rank equipment. Hunt monsters in high rank environments to collect the rare and new materials. Monsters in high rank environments have the same name but are much stronger. All the more reason to make stronger equipment. High rank armor that you have forged can be set as layered armor from the equipment appearance option in your tent. Layered armor? Coot, what do you need? Display objective priorities, select a mission.
Hey, can we talk for a minute?
Yeah, what do you need, fucker? That's why I'm here.
Did something happen?
I was just thinking about how I could be more useful. As a palico, you know?
Heal me more.
I was thinking about how I can use things we find here in the East to be better support for you. Like, say, finding an easier way to heal up with a vigor wasp in the middle of a hunt.
Mm-hmm.
That would be extremely convenient, actually.
That would be really
Right,
useful.
Right? And I think I know how to do it.
Chapter 6. Okay, so there's
I
6
wanna try it
chapters.
out,
We still got 2
but
chapters
I
to go
need
then.
help collecting a vigor wasp.
Of course. I'd be happy to.
Collect a vigor wasp. Okay.
All right. Then get
Well,
out
that's
there
easy.
and nab one with your capture net.
Yeah, we can do that. That's easy. Yeah, that's really easy. All right, now go to 10. The appearance change. What is late? No, it wasn't it. It wasn't appearance change. It was equipment appearance. Layered armor. Huh? What? The fuck is this shit? Undershirt, primary pendant. I don't understand. So is this like transmog is what I'm guessing. This is like transmog. So I can throw this on and I still have on. So we just did the head and chest, right? Yes, it is. Okay. So then if I go to, I gotta go through 8 fucking things in order to find what I'm after. So yes, this is still the Ray Sandhelm and Sandmail. It's just, but why the hell is it just that one? I fucking have all kinds of armor. It said armor that you've already crafted. I've crafted all kinds of fucking armor. Guild Knight. So is it anything you craft from here on out? Because that kind of pissed me off. That's kind of a waste. Helico equipment appearance. So you can change his appearance too. You might need to craft the layered armor. So it's a different kind of armor?
Hello.
Well, yep.
This is weird, dude. This is not, it's not even a fucking transmog system then. It's just to fucking here's some other armor to make yourself look different than what you have on. Upgrade
Anything catch your
armor.
eye? Hello.
Show owned. Armor only. I don't know what the fuck this is. High rank. So everything that we already crafted can now be crafted into high rank stuff. Do you need? Please tell me that you at least need
Hello.
the previous version low rank of it. Please tell me that that's a thing. Because otherwise, crafting all of this stuff was literally worthless and waste of time. And I hope that they didn't just, like... You don't need it now? How fucking dumb is that, dude? Honestly, all they had to do is make it so that if you want to craft the hope stuff... I'm trying to find a spot here. And then if you wanted the hope stuff, to just make it so you had to have the original hope one crafted, then you could forge it into the new one. And then at least the shit that you've already crafted wouldn't have been for absolutely nothing. You need those to upgrade. These here you need to upgrade. That's what I just said. And you told me no. You don't need them now. Keep weapons. Okay, so the weapons you do. Okay, I got you. Sorry, I didn't see the message in between there. They should have done the same thing with the armor. It should have been like, if you want to craft this armor, you had to have this armor crafted already kind of stuff. That's what they should have did. Because now I have all this fucking armor that I've been trying to craft and shit, and I didn't even need it for nothing. Like, it's just a waste. It was a waste of time to go and try and craft it. Like, exactly a waste of time. I don't know what Capcom has going on over there, but honestly, some of their systems are like the most janky, fucking stupid systems I've ever seen in a video game in my entire life. Like, they're so bad. They're so bad. Okay, so what do we do? Just sell all this stuff now for fucking Zenny, which you have 200,000 Zenny at the end, or we're at this point, yeah. It's not even a huge grind, Ishii. It's a huge waste of time now, is what I'm seeing. It's just like, here, you've crafted all this stuff. Guess what? Don't eat it. Just wasted. Just doesn't do anything. You're not going to use it. It isn't used for something else in the future. It's just literally was a waste of time. Congratulations. A waste of time, exactly. Like, that was a waste of time. I went and I was like, dude, I gotta have them all. I'm down to grind. Obviously, as you see, as I started grinding through all these outfits, I was like, let's fucking get our grind on. And then they get to endgame and they're just like, you know what? We're just gonna, all that stuff you worked and did all that stuff for, it's all trash. You don't need it. It's not used for anything. It can't be. You actually made them all. I made a good majority of them because I was like, dude, I want to get my grind on. I'm down. I'm ready to go get these armors. They all have different kinds of equipment and skills on them. I don't have like the later stuff like the Ray Dow and all them yet, but I was getting ready to go grind those. I'm glad I didn't. But how the fuck was I supposed to know that is what I'm saying, Ishii. Like, if they don't give you any kind of indication of what comes at the end, then you do the grinding as you're sort of leveling up and moving along. It just becomes a gigantic waste of time. This is a bad mechanic to a game. It's just a horrible mechanic. It should have been where if you want this stuff, you should have already had to have crafted the low rank stuff. And then that is like the base plus materials make the high rank stuff. That would have been a grind. Wilds played out just like World and Rise, does it? This is the case of being your first Monster Hunter game, really. Yeah, I mean, that's just, it's piss poor. Honestly, I think, I really think they do a piss poor job of so many things in this game. Like, Monster Hunter, I know is a huge, there's like, obviously, I love it. I'm playing the shit out of it right now. I like the game. It's the mechanics that I enjoy. It's the gameplay that I enjoy. But every other aspect of the game is fucking stupid. Like, it's literally fucking stupid, trapped in a different fucking time, dude. Like, this is not a modern game. This is like they're holding on to too much shit. They need to, the UI needs to go, UX needs to go. Everything needs to be redone from the ground up, in my opinion. This whole menu is absolute trash. 95% of the menus in this game are trash. The way that they want you to do your radials, your custom radial menus, the way that you use your potions, the way that you do the keybinds, everything, all of that shit is fucking garbage. Like, it's all garbage. One of the worst, like, the UI games I've ever played. The worst that I've ever played. I will say that. That's why I quit Monster Hunter World. Was because I couldn't stand the way that they, like, the settings and, like, the key bindings and all that. Sadly, the game would die if it did that big of a change. Maybe it needs to die. I don't know. Maybe. I don't think it would. How can it die if you made the game more...
Hello.
More, it's not even accessible. It's more user-friendly to do the things that you want. I don't believe that, Ishii. I don't believe that. I don't believe it would die. I don't think you couldn't convince me if you wanted to that the game would die if they made it that more usable. The fans are very diehard into it. Yeah, I don't think they would mind not having to right-click. So if I go in here, I have to go to longsword. I have to press R. I have to go to this, and then I have to press C 3 times to get to... Like, this menu is fucking horrible. If you make this more usable, nobody's going to complain about that. All of this shit can be all in one screen. All of the, like, accessing different menus can be done in a very, much more easier manner. I feel like what they've done is, this is my theory, Ishii, and I'm guessing, Ishii, you've probably played a lot more Monster Hunter than me. I'm guessing that what they've done is they've taken systems that existed back when Monster Hunter was like in its infancy, and then they probably slapped it down into the next game and then stuck something over top of it. And they've been doing that the entire time. And now you're at a place where there's now 8 menus deep to go to anything, just so that it feels familiar rather than doing it right. Would that be a proper assessment? Needs quality of life upgrades. Exactly, Boogie. That's a better way of putting it. I was going to say more accessible or more usable, but it's quality of life stuff. Yeah, let me know, Ishii. Do you think that's probably what has happened? Because hardcore fans complained about this game is way too simple and easy. Oh, I don't think that it's hard. I don't think the game hard. It's not that. It's the QOL of and the UI and all this stuff is dated and sloppy. It's sloppy is a good word for it. It's just fucking throw this here, smack that there. Let's fucking paste that on top of this. I'm gonna put a little duct tape over here so that this is in there. I can't imagine that even veterans would, I imagine that even veterans have to be like, dude, yeah, this needs to, at some point, they got to go through and tidy up a bit. It's like a dirty fucking house, man, that needs to be cleaned. We need fucking hoarders to come in and fucking get rid of some of the boxes that they have laying around. Ishii says, I will say this, like your Kingdom Come, right? The diehard fans love the weird mechanics, but new players don't. I don't like the mechanics of Kingdom Come. I don't like them. I hate them. I hate the combat for that game. It needs to change. Like it needs to change, in my opinion. I think the only reason like Kingdom Come I like it because the story and stuff. I hate the combat. I hate the clunkiness of it. I'm all about things being like usable, you know, like everything should be comfortable and feel familiar without, like everything should just feel like natural. Especially when it comes from Capcom with their bottomless pit of money that they have.
Done already?
Yeah, okay, so this kind of, I don't know, this kind of turns me off now, to be honest. I'm gonna fight through it, but it does definitely turn me off that now. So, but you say weapons, we do need that, right? And of course, I haven't been grinding the weapons. I've been grinding the armor because I figured that's where the perks are at, like the skills are at. So those would be more important.
What are we making
So if
today?
I want to do, oh yeah, look, it added on to the end of them. So now there's like a blue version at the end. It's still all question marks though. For the future, don't craft every set ever. Yeah, right? I mean, why would you? When they all have a bunch of different fucking skills on them. Just grind what you need at the time. Save mass grinding for after the story. I hate that. It's horrible. It encourages, you know what that does? That encourages people to not give a fuck about your story. I mean, their story's fucking horrible anyways. You shouldn't give a shit about it, but it encourages people to not like your story and blast through it, skipping all your dialogue and all that stuff. At which point now you are wasting development time and resources and money, and then telling us that the games are too expensive to make, and then we have to pay more money for video games. That's what that does right there. That is a prime example of just exactly that issue that now exists. You've wasted a whole bunch of time in development, and then now you're telling me that games are too expensive to make and you need to charge me $80 instead of $70 for a game. You know what I mean? All right, so sorry guys, I know it's like a tangent I just went off on, but that's things that as I get to end game as a new player, I feel like anybody else that is new probably is in the same sort of boat, like, oh god, yeah, that would bother me too, you know. I was grinding because I heard the game was a grind. I was looking for a grind. I came in a grind mindset, start to grind, and then get towards the end game and then find out that everything I did was wasted. That's a massive disappointment, a massive turnoff. I expect some complaints as a new player to be, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. With that all being said, I adore the gameplay of the game, guys. I mean, like, I'm straight up addicted. I didn't play Kingdom Come because I had to play this today. I just felt the need. Nightmare says he hates grindy games. See, I love games. Grind, I hate the word grind. Grind to me indicates that's like your work grind. You go to work and it's unenjoyable. I love things to put time into games for and feel rewarded for. So I feel like grinding's the worst word ever given to games where you have incentives to keep playing and then rewards that make you feel fulfilled for putting forth your time. I hate the word grind. Can we make up another word that we use? Grind would be if I did that and I didn't enjoy it, that would be a grind. If I did it and enjoyed it, we have to come up, just for the community, for us, we need to come up for a word that describes if we do put time in and we like it, something other than grind. We need a new word for that. So the grind is just used for co-op and solo, co-op/solo. At least there's no PvP in this game. That is I kind of like that though. I feel like games always come out better when there isn't as much co-op, or I'm sorry, PvP, because you end up where everything that you do in co-op and solo has to somehow fall back to being balanced for PvP, and that's two different ways of playing, and that never works out. You know what I mean? It's like Destiny suffers from that problem hugely, or used to. Not as much anymore because now they've separated the like damage numbers and stuff. They can separate them between PvP and PvE. So Destiny's got better in that way, but Destiny used to have that issue. You know what? I know a game that's really good for that. Fucking The Division. The Division, man. You used to you would make yourself so powerful in co-op and solo, and then you would get into PvP and everything just fell out of balance. All right, so then the blue ones are now what comes after these. So how do we figure out what are the materials we need for the blue stuff, or the purple? Is that blue or purple? I'm colorblind. Help me out, chat. Grind negative, shred positive. I'm down for that, Boogie. We just need the positive version, the positive name. So I feel like grind has a negative inference, right? Like no matter what, grinding feels negative. Rip and tear. So when you shred cheese, you're happy at the end, says Boogie. Looks like blue and purple. Okay. Oh, yeah. Like maybe that's blue. These are purple. All right. So I guess you have to have already made it to this version in order to see this one, maybe. Or maybe you have to already collect the material in order to craft that one. That's probably what it is. So we got the bone tree one here. So we're using, let's go get a guardian Deshagama claw. Let's go do that. Let's go fucking do that.
Done already?
Sure. I suppose we should probably continue the story, right? Because now we never know what comes at the end. we don't know what's going to be cut off and not usable.
Greetings.
What up, though?
Fine weather for angling, hmm?
It
Things
sure
like
is.
This always make a person hungry, don't they? My famished fisher fellow, you are simply too much. Here then, a tasty tip just for you. Ravid bowfin roe is downright delectable. Chock full of nutrition too, they say.
Cock full of what?
It's the perfect answer to an empty belly. Now to fish one. Not a moment to lose. I can feel in my very bones that this is of vital importance to my fisher fellow's hunting career.
Okay, so we're gonna go.
And so away you must go. Away, dear friend. I'll be eager to see the gravid bowfin you land.
The gravid bowfin. We gotta go find
Right.
a gravid
Time
bowfin.
to make ourselves useful.
The dude looks like he's been through some shit and seen some shit. I know. I installed a mod because basically if you in this game want to alter your character's appearance after you've created them, you have to literally purchase something called a character edit. So I installed a mod and showed it off today that you don't actually need to buy them, and instead you just fucking download the mod, drop a folder or a file in your game folder, and then you can re-edit. And this was one that I created last night messing around, and it was basically the same face. I just threw a hair on it, some hair on it. All right, gravid bowfish, W game mods, right? Right, authorities? Exactly. I seen it and I was like, oh, are you kidding me? That's a thing? Oh, fucking win, bud. All right, so aquatic wildlife, gravid bowfin is what we're at right there. So these can be found in plains, forest, basin, cliffs, and Wyveria. Fish with a head. I hate that it won't scroll. I have to actually grab it and scroll it. With a head, defeat against threats, the plating. Does it say, however, none of the specimens have been found or studied to shed light on the theories. Gravid bowfin show a strong interest in emerald jitterbait. So emerald jitterbait. So let's go to the plains. I feel like the plains, you know where all the water is in the plains. So let's map it and go to the plains. Hello, map. 8 button presses to get there. I made it. Excuse me? Windward Plains. Oh my god, dude. Struggling right now. Now you need to be you need a butt naked mod. You want to see my donger? Dude, that's like a grandfather clock, bud. You don't want to be in that spot. You don't want to see that. Oh. Whee! I'm going to hit it. I'm not going to hit it. Perfect. So we know where all the water is here. It's right over here. So if there's a gravid bowfin, it's going to be right over yonder. Do I have to actually catch it or can I net it? Need to catch me a gravid bowfin. Is that one there? Nope, I don't think that is. I don't see any fish in this water. Is that Coot Coot? That's Coot Coot. I thought Coot Coot was a fish. I almost caught him. Hey, what's up, fucker? Oh, hey, look what it is. We can catch one of these here. Bigger wasp. Bam, we got that.
As expected of my partner. Let me have a look when we return to camp.
All right, there we go. So we got that done. Let's snatch this up.
Mind if I hop on?
Boogie says, Rockitsauce, an intrinsic game because you're happy with what you have earned at the end. I feel like it's got to be, whatever we call it, it's got to be, you're talking about what we call a good grindy game, right? I mean, like whatever you call it, it's got to be
A
like
lot of
grind
monsters
is
there.
quick. It's one syllable.
We could set up camp there.
Where the fuck?
Forces